SA 402 Audit considerations relating to an entity using a service organization. In this, there are two types of organizations. First one, user entity. Second, service organization. For example, user entity has outsourced salary processing to service organization. For user entity, user auditor will be there. For service organization auditor will be there. For user entities, user auditor, SA 402 is applicable. For service organization auditor, SAE 3402 is applicable. Consider an example. User entity has outsourced salary processing to service organization. There are 3 steps at user entity, 5 steps at service organization, and 2 steps in the process. First, user entity. Clerk prepares document in triplicate. HR head approves it with signature. CFO finalize and put signature. On 25th of every month, one copy of all letters is sent to service organization with other information. At service organization, Naresh receives and confirms it from clerk. Mahesh types it and converts it into electronic form. Jignesh uploads it and starts processing. Ganesh evaluates it, finalizes and sends email. Email will be sent to the user entity by the service organization. Management of internal control system compares with master file, select 10 employees in random selection and check detailed calculation. 5-month graphical analysis will be done. For checking this, salary processing outsourcing. Salary processing outsourcing. These steps, step number 1 to 4, is called as complementary user entity controls. Complementary means supporting. Step number 5 to 9 is called as internal controls at service organization. Step number 10 is internal controls at user entity. Obtaining understanding of services provided by service organization, including internal control system. While understanding user entity, auditor shall obtain understanding how user entity uses services of a service organization, including following points. 4 information points related to services: nature of service, significance of service, effect of services on internal control system, nature and materiality of transactions, balances, disclosures affected by services. 4 information points related to service organization: nature of relationship, contractual terms, degree interaction with service organization, relevant controls applied on transactions processed by service organization. Next, if auditor is unable to obtain sufficient understanding from user entity, then auditor shall obtain understanding from following procedures: by contacting service organization, by obtaining type 1 or type 2 report from auditor of a service organization, using another auditor to perform procedures, by visiting service organization and performing procedures. Relevance of services to financial reporting. Services are relevant to audit if they are relevant to information system or business process relating to financial reporting. Services will be covered in above category if it affects any of the following. First one, hint is financial reporting on e-tape. F, financial reporting process used to prepare financial statements, significant accounting estimates and disclosures. E, entries, control general entries, including non-standard journal entries. T, transactions significant to financial statements. A, accounting records related to accounting records. P, procedure used to initiate, record, process, correct, transfer to general ledger and financial statements. E, events and conditions significant to financial statements. What do you mean by type 1 and type 2 report? Type 2 report. There is a service organization. For service organization, there is service organization auditor for whom SAE 3402 is applicable. Type 2 report or type 1 report is prepared by service auditors, service organization auditor. Organization auditor examines description of internal control system and give report to the user entity auditor. Type 2 report as per SA 3402. That report contains preparation of description is management responsibility. That report's preparation of description is the management responsibility. We perform our audit as per SAE 3402. Complementary user entity controls is not our responsibility. We will check whether description is fair, design is suitable, operating effectiveness or not. In case of type 1 report contains everything except last point of operating effectiveness. So in type 2 report, we will discuss about it contains about operating effectiveness also. But in case of type 1 report, there will not be details about there will not be any details about operating effectiveness. Report. Report can be of two types: inclusive report, carve out report. Generally, in case of modified report only, reference to type 1 and type 2 report shall be given. In case of unmodified report, no reference will be given to type 1 and type 2 reports. Next, sub-service organization. Service organization uses service of other service organization to give services to user entity. Then such other sub-service organization is called as sub-service organization. If it is relevant for user entity financial reporting, auditors shall consider controls at sub-service organization also. Significance of service organization and sub-service organization depends upon the degree of interaction and nature and materiality of transactions, balances, disclosures it affects. Service organization auditor may either include or exclude testing of controls at sub-service organization. These are two methods. There are two methods. First one, inclusive method, which includes assurance on sub-service organization, or second method is carve-out method. It does not include assurance on sub-service organization. If carve-out method is used, then auditor needs to apply SA 402 for sub-service organization. Reporting. If user auditor is giving unmodified opinion, no need to refer type 1 or type 2 report. If it is modified opinion, then reference can be given for type 1 or type 2 report if it gives better understanding.